Hello. This is going to be my team builder for the PU League. This will be week 1 versus RainbowDonutCat. And oopsies, I did not start like I should be. So anyways, as you can see, if you guys can see those Pokemon down there, they all seem to be like Gen 5 sprite things. So our team consists of Whimsicott, Flygon, Drifblim, Flapple, Sirfetch'd, Shedinja, Quagsire, Wobbuffet. I'm assuming you can use Shadow Tag on Wobbuffet, even though the abilities are banned, because otherwise Wobbuffet is completely useless. Corsola, and Pyukumuku. Versus my team, which, let's go over here. We've got Ribombi, Frostless, Lanoon, Houndoom, Gligar, Yvonne, Exploud, Lantern, Roselia, and Crustle. So as you can see, Shedinja is a big problem. It seems more of a defensively oriented team. You got Pokemon like Quagsire, Pyukumuku, Corsola Galar, just these unbreakable defensive walls. And then you've also got offensive Pokemon like Flapple, Sirfetch'd, big meaty wall breakers, Flygon as cleanup support. You can run dual screens hyper offense, though honestly you probably don't have enough offensive threats for it. Shedinja is just a wild card. It's one of those Pokemon that if you prep for it hard enough, then it won't be a problem. But you have to prep for it, because if you don't prep for it and it just comes, well then you automatically lose the game. So yeah, it always deserves respect in the team builder. Other notable threats are Sirfetch'd, Flygon. Just look at this. It's pretty scary, not gonna lie. Though honestly, I thought that I had a decently good matchup. So, we're going to move on to our team builder. Now, my team revolved around 2 Pokemon. Quiver Dance for Bombi, and then Specs Exploud. So, basically, the plan was, they literally had no switching. Bombi could if it gets up a Quiver Dance, the opponent is in huge trouble. We have Bug Buzz, Moonblast, and Energy Ball. We need Energy Ball for the waters. So, unfortunately, we have to leave this as getting walled by Shedinja, which is pesky. And then we've got Exploud. Exploud, it destroys the entire team, with the exception of Shedinja, who eats a Boom Burst, but that's why we have Flamethrower. And these other 2 moves are there just so that it has 4 moves. Theoretically, I could just run Boom Burst and Flamethrower, because I'm never actually clicking any other moves. So, boring stat, we're running Modest for maximum damage output. Here, I was running Modest for some reason. That gets outsped by Whimsicott, which is annoying, but after a Quiver Dance, it outspeeds Scarf or +1 from Dragon Dance Flygon, and after 2, it just outspeeds everything barring Whimsicott with Prankster. That's another problem. This could get Prankster encored into Quiver Dance, and then free setup fodder. But as you can see, neither of these Pokemon like dealing with Shedinja. So we've got Ribombi, who literally can't touch it, and we've got Exploud, who has Flamethrower, but it doesn't like not. it hates not being able to click Boom Burst, or being able to click it, but then you get set up by Shedinja. So the plan is to have Houndoom Pursuit trap the Shedinja. So we have Pursuit, Dark Pulse, and Flyer Blast, and since its main job was to destroy Shedinja, and also come just set up on Wobbuffet, just it's a dark special attacker, so it isn't affected by Miracle. So I decided to try and compress it into more roles. So we also have Sugarberry and HP Ice. So this will take a Flygon Earthquake. I did not check the calcs. It might take +1. I mean, considering the fact that I did a hasty nature, it probably doesn't take a +1 Flygon Sugarberry. It probably doesn't take a +1 Flygon Earthquake, and it definitely doesn't take an Outrage. But if it gets too greedy and tries to set up a Dragon Dance, we can HP Ice it to death. Basically the plan is Pursuit Trap Shedinja, then have Flygon come in and click HP Ice, and then have Flygon come in, think it's going to kill me with an Earthquake, and then Earthquake me, and then it gets HP Iced. But what's more likely is that it's running Scarf, and it'll just U-turn, which is the worst case scenario, because HP Ice doesn't really hurt anything. Or it will set up a Dragon Dance, which is best case scenario, because then we HP Ice it for free, and Houndoom takes no damage. Next up, we have Roselia. It's a grass type, which is very useful considering my opponent has 2 water types, both of which can come. It resists Surfetch close combat, which is useful, I guess. We have spikes for spikes. The main thing that this is here for is to set up spikes and also lure in Shedinja, because we have HP Fire for Shedinja. This is there so that, let's say Shedinja comes in, because of course it's going to, it's Shedinja. We can HP Fire it, and that will bring it down to its Focus Sash or KO it. So that's useful. It also has a powerful Sledge Bomb for Whimsicott in Flapple. It's a decent check to Flapple, actually, because it resists its Grass Stab, and we can intimidate it a little bit. It's also good against Corsola, because we just littered the field with spikes, but it's mainly just there for spikes. Next up is Hitmontop. This team is kind of Ribombee and X-Cloud, then support with the other Formons. So Hitmontop is running Leftovers and Intimidate. This intimidates Flygon and Shedinja. I noticed that most of her heavy hitters, I don't know whether it's a girl or a boy, but most of DonutCat's heavy hitters are physical attackers. So what I can do is intimidate the Flygon, the Flapple, the Farfetch'd, even the Shedinja, to neutralize their offensive pressure. So I have Close Combat as Stab. Triple Axle deals a ton of damage to a lot of her Pokemon. 4 of them are weak to Ice. So with Whimsicott, Flygon, Drifblim, and Flapple. So yeah. We've got Rapid Spin. That's the other reason is Rapid Spin. It does get countered by Corsola. Corsola being one of those spin blockers it just can't break through. If I could have put on knockoff maybe. Does it get knockoff? It does not get knockoff. Well, too bad. So like it maybe could have knocked off an Eviolite if we had it. But I ran Sucker Punch for Shedinja. And finally we have Gligar. This guy's purpose is to set up rocks, switch in on a physical attacker, and then toxic the Corsola. That's the whole point, is to toxic the Corsola. So basically we put that on the timer so that we can break through it easier, because it's still really annoying. And it can generally toxic other things as well. Its Earthquake is nice for damage. And you can't really set up on it because toxic. And unlike other bulky walls, it actually has immunity, which means that his Pyukumuku is just dead weight against this. So like, let's say he tries to toxic me. No, I have immunity. Imagine if I had Poison Heal. That would be brutal. But immunity is good as well. That means I get to run Eviolite and not Toxic Orb. And then we have Roost for recovery. I used to have Taunt, but Roost was definitely the right call because it makes it a permanent check to physical Pokemon. Because you can't wear it down, you can't toxic it, it'll just recovery. That's my team. Once again, it's basically like Explode Wall Breaks and then the Quiver Dance right Bombi cleans up. And that's pretty much it. So I hope you liked the team builder. And goodbye.